road to the Super Bowl, we got
Dallas Cowboys.
the Dallas Cowboys,
Hell yeah.
who, kind of like the Washington Commanders, there's one side of the ball that needs a lot of work, and there's another side of the ball who definitely were better than the Commanders this year because they had two receivers with 1,000 yards, one with 1,400 yards. Dak Prescott throwing for all the fucking yards he was throwing for. A running back with 1,200 yards. It's like, no, they were doing their thing on offense. So much so that you could look at it and see that they were seventh in points, 11th in rushing touchdowns, sixth in passing touchdowns, second in yards, second in passing yards, ninth in rushing yards. They did have the most offensive penalties.
That
So
makes
they were
sense.
number one in offensive penalties. They were 11th best in sacks allowed. They did have the seventh most turnovers and only an 18% red zone percentage. Um, like I said, Pickens 1,400, CD 1,000, Dak a Pro Bowler.
Yep.
Um, this offense, this offense obviously had its bads, but it had a lot of goods too.
It had
Um,
enough goods to be way better than what they were.
but if you look at the defense,
Schottenheimer.
oh, big Scottenheimer. But look at the defense though, Devin, because if you look at the defense, they allowed the third most yards,
Hell yeah.
the most passing yards, and the third most rushing yards.
Fuck yeah.
They allowed the most points, second most passing touchdowns, and the most rushing touchdowns. They were 30th in turnovers, so the only teams that had less than them were the Commanders and Jets.
Jets who did not
Um,
record an interception.
Zero
First team
interceptions on
since
the year.
1933, which
They
is the
were
first team ever.
20. What is that? 20. 24th in sacks. Yeah, 24th. Maybe 29th. I'm not gonna lie. I drew my four a little too close
Are
to
the
to
hang
each
on,
other.
sorry. Question. Are the Cowboys the Bengals now?
The Bengals of the NFC.
Do they have four good players and the worst defense in the league?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. They
Yeah.
might. They might.
Yeah.
Um, but no, they no sacks. This defense sucked. So in terms of who they need to keep, who they need to get rid of, I mean, it's pretty simple. The biggest priority on at least on the free agency side is motherfucking Pickens. Uh,
He is
you
a
got
free agent. Gotta stay.
George Pickens will be a free agent. You got to make sure you keep him. I mean, the man showed
And
up.
here's the problem. You just paid CD an astronomical amount of money. George Pickens comes through and has I wouldn't say considerably better season, but a better season than CD. More consistent season than CD.
I was gonna say
Now what?
CD was hurt for a
Yeah,
certain portion.
yeah. But no, Pickens was still. I mean, it was 1A, 1B, but Pickens is 1A. At least this year, it was
Yeah.
close.
No,
But
you're right. You're right.
so it's like he's going to be asking for a ton. Now, the way that Jerry plays these things, this will be an issue. Um, like this will be a problem. I don't think Pickens wants to leave.
Well, if he
But
there
I
could
don't
be
know.
a lot of money
But
in
here's
the
the
free
thing:
agency.
Jerry's going to cause an issue about money, and then give him so much money.
Probably.
Or a team could swoop in um, like the Packers did with Micah, and give him even more, which doesn't make any sense because Jerry's already giving too much. So
Nah, the
we'll
Packers
see.
they don't got no money to give them. I will say in the
No,
with
I
the
mean
money
like
that
the Packers. Not the Packers aren't going to get him. I'm just saying like the Packers did.
okay, because
Maybe we can get him.
the money they maybe y'all could get him, but the money they didn't give Micah, I mean, give like half of that to George Pickens. He don't need all
Or
that.
give some money to your fucking defense because they're a bunch of bums.
That too, and you could cut some guys in your defense. You got
Yeah,
where were they at? You
they
have
already sliced Diggs, which is good.
nice, beautiful, but you
Yep,
got Deron Bland, who is a
gone.
$17.4 million cap hit. You got Malik Hooker, who's a $9 million cap hit. Cut those motherfuckers. They need to get out of there. Besides Quinn and Williams, they could literally
Anybody
look.
can walk.
They could anybody can walk, and they could look for any position in the free agency market.
Yeah,
Which I'm not gonna lie is a little. I don't want to say it's weak, but it's just there's so many limited stars in the free agency pool that obviously no, not one of like we're gonna use a lot of these names for a lot of these teams who are the Super Bowl. So only so many teams are gonna get the luxury of pulling somebody from the free agency market.
of course.
Um,
But like, yes, the Quinn Williams trade didn't necessarily impact this year, but I think in terms of a long term player, it's pretty sweet. Um,
no, it's yeah, no, I'm. It's nice to have him.
it's just I think they're gonna have, and a lot of teams are gonna have to do this. Like I think we're gonna have to do that. The same thing the Cowboys are, which is defense by committee. Like, yes, you're gonna have a few good players, but you got to draft well, and you got to pick up good vets, not bum ass wasted vets who are looking for a fucking retirement tour. Um, I don't need any of that shit. I don't need any fucking Von Miller. Oh, I'm about to do TV in a year type of fucking
Fuck no,
contract. I don't want that.
absolutely not, dude. Austin Eckler was doing TV. I was like, yeah,
Snicker was doing TV on fucking Netflix on Christmas during
yes,
the
he
fucking
was.
season. What the
Yeah,
fuck are we doing?
beautiful. It was
That was way
beautiful.
worse than when Jaden was hurt and was sitting in the fucking box.
It was cold, bro.
Who gives a fuck? Get down and play. Get fucking go be with your team. Austin
For
Eckler
what?
tore his Achilles and now he's what, commentating.
Exactly. Which
We're
one's
paying him to
worse?
fucking commentate on Netflix.
He was getting paid double.
What the fuck are we doing?
He was getting paid to be
Fuck that
on
shit. Go
roster.
coach up Krosky Merritt. Teach him how to fucking catch. Call it a day.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
I guess. I guess. But
I mean, Kirk was on TV, but his season's over.
yeah. Well, y'all season was over. Y'all season was over.
I understand it was over, but and his has been over since fucking what was it, the preseason when he tore
The
his shit?
first game of the season?
First game preseason, first game, yeah,
First game of the regular season.
first game he tore his shit, tore his
Yeah,
Achilles. So,
it was over.
um, yeah, don't go on fucking Netflix, you prick. I'm glad he's gone, or
Go on
I hope he's
Netflix.
gone.
This is exactly why you didn't give Micah all that money. This defense sucked.
Exactly. You
You
gotta figure this out. Yeah,
and we said this all that whole Micah Parsons saga. I mean, we kept saying you're giving this one player all this money. He might dominate. He might have a Pro Bowl year, but this whole defense sucks. This one player is not gonna make this defense some type of dominant fucking side of the ball. They suck. And so if you look in the free agency department, I mean, you can look at Kyle. So for DBs, you can look at Kyle Duggar, Jimmy Ward, Greg Newsom's going to be a free agent. I think a lot of teams are going to be looking into him. Tre'Davious White's going to be a free agent. Who knows where he's going to go? Jamal Dean, um, um, Cameron Curl. I mean, there are some guys. There are some guys. Um, if you want to go, I mean, they're obviously their rushing defense absolutely sucked. So you want to try to grab a Milano or an Anzalone or a Singleton, you can. You can grab a
yeah.
Quay Walker. You can grab a Devin Bush.
I'd
I don't
like to
think
see
that.
them go get a linebacker.
Yeah, no, Milano or Anzalone, someone that sideline to sideline can help stop that run game. That would
Yeah,
be a great fucking pickup. Maybe something on the pass rushing side. And I know, oh, Michael Parsons. I mean, I don't think Trey Hendrickson was looking for that much money, but if you don't want to even pay something crazy like that, you could look at a Dafe Owe, who bounced from Ravens to Chargers, who's now a free agent. And I don't think that would be a bad move either.
Trey's looking for
Uh,
money and he's old. Adafe would be cool.
See, but like you said, defense by committee. If this is the last good, who's old? Who's old that you said? Who's
Von
old?
Miller. Von Miller. What's up with
No,
my
no.
fucking
Just now you said
Trey
blah 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 is
Hendrickson?
old.
Trey Hendrickson.
He's not old.
He's older than you think. I think he's 30.
Trey Hendrickson, that's not old. Can
30,
we stop?
31, 30. I think he's up there. I
Can
might
we?
be mistaken.
Can we stop? That's not old. Okay, he's 31.
It's older.
It's older, but Von Miller's like he's what 35 and he's torn so many fucking things. He's not.
No,
We don't.
yeah,
We
Von
don't want
Miller's
Von Miller.
old as fuck.
Either way, you could look at.
Who
I
knew that
mean,
Trey Hendrickson was a Saint for 3 years?
Trey Hendrickson was a Saint for 3 years.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, I missed out on that. I missed out on that. That.
2017 to 2020. And
Yeah,
that's why we think he's so young.
I missed out on that Trey Hendrickson arc. I guess.
Yep.
Okay, then maybe he doesn't even deserve as much money as he thinks, and he takes even less. Uh, they got Quentin Williams, so maybe don't have to go on the inside, but maybe Khalil Mack's got one more good year in him. Maybe there is a chance they can make a move for a lot of
And they got a
guys,
draft. They got a draft.
and they got a draft. Now if you look at like they can take their pick, they can pick any of these guys, pick anybody, and it will be better than what they got out there, what they had out there last year. It was dog shit.
Yeah.
Schedule wise, obviously they got Philly twice.
Also, maybe a new DC. Whoever's running this.
Yeah, who is?
I don't know who their DC is.
That's a good question.
And whoever it is, it's handpicked by Jerry Jones himself.
Cowboys' latest rumors and notes around defensive coordinator search.
Oh, nice. They already fired him.
What Cowboys Schottenheimer wants in replacing DC. Who the fuck was it? Why can we not?
Eberflus.
Was it Eberflus?
Matt Eberflus.
It was Eberflus.
And yeah. Eberflus is a bum.
Yeah, Eberflus is a melting bum.
That makes a lot of sense now. Fuck Eberflus, dude.
It does. Eberflus. But no, schedule wise, they got Philly twice, Washington twice, the Giants twice, the NFC West, the AFC South, and they have Tampa, Baltimore, and Green Bay. So it's gonna be a little tough. It's gonna be a little tough. It's not gonna be a walk in the park.
No.
But I guess if we had to set a very 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 early grade for all of this, because obviously we're gonna come back to these post draft and free agency and trade and all that and touch up these numbers. If we had to look at out of 18 for pass defense, pass offense, rushing offense, rushing defense, starting at passing offense. We'll start there. If they're able to keep George Pickens, obviously CeeDee's there.
That's the best duo in the league.
As of last year, for sure.
By far.
Well, I don't know. Devontae and Pooh could be going crazy, but
Devontae and Pooh could be going stupid, but this is pretty sick.
I think he stays. If he stays, which I will assume, that will be what I factor in is him staying. Then like I said, they were 6th in passing touchdowns and 2nd in passing yards this year.
This is out of 18, correct?
Out of 18, I mean, if I had to rate this past season, I mean, shit, it'd be a
15.
If I say 15, 16.
I like 15. 16 is a little high, but
I'm about to say if I look at a year where maybe CD doesn't miss a few with a pulled hammy, maybe they're even better. So do you want to stay around a 14, 15, 14.5? That area? What are we looking at?
There's also the Dak. Could be worse. 14-5.
I mean, regular season Dak goes crazy. There's a reason why he was a Pro Bowler.
It's true.
14-5. Okay. I like that. 14-5. And then if we look at their passing defense, oof. Actually, well, let's look at their rushing offense first. Let's get the offense out the way. Rushing offense, obviously, over 1,200 rushing yards this past season. From not Vaughn, motherfucking what's his name? From Denver.
McLaughlin.
McClellan. What's his? Yeah,
McLaughlin.
is that's not how? No,
That's how you pronounce that name.
no, that ain't how you pronounce bro's name.
I think so.
No, really? Let's
I
pull
think
bro
so.
up. I don't know why we're blanking. Um, Javante Williams.
Javante Williams. Who the hell's McLaughlin?
I don't know who McLaughlin is. Javante Williams though. Holy shit. Had 1,200 yards last season. And
He's a
what
free agent.
was no,
No, he's not. I'm an idiot. He's
no.
on
What
IR.
he was on IR with a shoulder injury. He's gonna be all right.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
But I mean, I think they'll have a chance to. I think they'll have a chance to have a similar to this season. I mean, when the passes, when like the run opens up the pass, but when the pass can't be stopped, you can run whatever the fuck you want. You know.
Yeah.
So to me, I would look at this team as a more of a dominant pass pass rush. I mean, they were 11th best in sacks allowed. They second in passing yards. I mean, they definitely were a more dominant passing team, but I mean, they weren't far
For sure.
behind rushing.
No.
Um, to me, I don't know what plays into red zone percentage for most people, but they were 18th in red zone percentage, and I would factor that more into the run game more than anything. Um, I think the better the
Maybe their red zone passing isn't great.
I mean, just the red zone offense period was just pretty mediocre, but I would give their run a potential 12-5, 13.
I was gonna say 12.
I was going 12-13, so I'll go 12-5.
12 fine. Yeah.
Let's say I'll go 12-5. Rushing offense, I'll go 12-5 for them. And then for the pass defense, um, obviously this is going to play a lot on moves. This is going to play a lot on what they do. I'm going to assume like you said, they got rid of Diggs. I think this is not the first wave of cuts that they will be making.
I
I would
mean,
assume.
this was Eberflus's first year as the DC, and they already got rid of him. And they got rid of him so swiftly that we didn't even get a notification about it.
Yeah.
They wanted to erase him entirely, and honestly, they should have fired him mid-season because clearly he's a boom. Um,
And I would hope they just
if
erase this entire defense, really.
if we look, yes, if we look at if I were to grade this year, probably be a 2 in terms of pass defense.
Yes.
In terms of potential, we don't know yet, but I think we can give them like a 4 or a 5 for now.
For now. I'll go 5 for now.
We haven't seen anything yet.
And then when you look at the rushing offense, I mean, the only shining factor is having Quinnen still there.
Yep.
That's cool. I would still have to hope they make some type of move in the linebacker or defensive line department because they allowed the third most rushing yards and they
Yep.
allowed the most rushing touchdowns. Man, these boys sucked on defense. I can't even go as good, like what, 4?
Yeah.
I would say like 4. 4 is what I'd have to go. Now, strength of schedule.
I'm sorry, just to cut you off.
What's up?
You remember the interview from Ted where he's interviewing to get a job at the grocery store?
Yes.
I would imagine that's how Robert Saleh's interview went with the Titans. I hope at least. But
Fuck you. Who would want to
I
coach for
hope.
this team?
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
hired.
You're hired. Yeah, exactly. The wife's box, whatever the hell they said. I don't know, but yeah,
That's
appreciate.
great.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, you fuzzed out a little bit.
I might. Hey. We got the blur fixed. Cool. Perfect. But what we were saying is, what's his name getting hired? Robert Saleh. Yeah.
No, but
No.
it was yes, that's over. The piss poor defense of the Dallas Cowboys going
Yes,
into
yes.
now their schedule talk?
Strength of schedule, yes, for sure. Like I said, NFC West, AFC South. Uh, one sweet, one not too sweet. Tampa Bay, Baltimore, and Green Bay.
That's tough.
That's a nice little three-piece there. Like 2-1 would be impressive in that stretch right there for me at least.
I think winning one of those would be impressive.
Um, Philly, yikes. Washington, probably. Giant. I mean, I can't
Shut
even.
up, dude. Shut
I
up.
can't. I can't
Don't say
guarantee.
probably.
I can't guarantee 2 wins
Because
against
here's
New
the thing,
York.
dude. You know what we did? We took Cliff's fucking playbook, and then we AI'd Cliff Kingsbury's brain. So we know what plays he's gonna run. Are you allowed to have AI pick plays for you?
Um, I don't know.
Because certain teams should start letting AI pick plays instead of Todd Monken.
You probably could. Who knows
Um,
what's his name's doing up there in Buffalo in the booth?
Joe Brady.
Yeah,
He loves being up in the booth.
yeah. He ain't never down there. He ain't never in the
Mm-mm,
trenches. He up in the
mm-mm.
booth at all times. It
He's
could be
letting Sean
75 and
McDermott.
sunny.
He's letting Sean McDermott just sit down there and look weird and act
Catch all the
weird
heat.
and just full heat. Pretty
Um,
awesome.
but if in terms of strength of schedule, remember this is like a what backwards.
How
So
they'll perform.
yeah. I guess how well we think they could perform against these
It's the
teams.
Cowboys. So like whatever we think, like I thought 6, I'm bringing it down to a 5.
What? I mean, it's the
This is
Cowboys, so
this
they're
is if
probably gonna go 9-8
exactly. So it's pretty middle of the road for
out of 18.
it's out of 10, no?
No, moves are out of 10.
You're right.
Yeah.
11, 10.
Whoa. All right. See,
Sorry.
yeah, we're going
9. Nine's right
nine,
down the middle.
nine, nine, nine. We're going nine. We're going nine. And then out of 10 for the final 10 points, we're going to take a look at, or I guess we're just going to, this is how confident we are in the moves they make. Now, in terms of showing up on Sunday to even compete in a game of football, they're going to have to make moves on the defensive side of the ball.
Yes, but I think they will make moves. Not sure how. I mean, Jerry is still GM, so I'm not sure how impressive these moves are going to be. There will be moves made, hopefully.
At least I want to see at least 2 good moves made on the defensive side of the ball on 2 different levels, whether that's D line and linebackers, or linebackers and safeties, or safeties and or corners and linebackers, whatever it is. I want to see at least 2 moves
Yes.
on that side of the ball, and George Pickens being re-signed.
If you don't re-sign George, then there's an issue.
If those things happen, I would give those moves like a 6.5,
I
7.
would give that a 7 if
Okay,
that
okay,
happens.
okay. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, this is all projection. This
In
is
terms of
all projection.
actuality, it'll probably be like a 3, and they'll pick up 2 decent names, and if they sign George, I mean that's pretty cool actually. If they don't
So
sign George, I give them a 1.
14.5 plus 12.5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 9 plus 7 divided by 6. And them boys have a whopping 8.7% chance to make the Super Bowl next season off of those projections.
Sick.
I don't hate it.
I mean,
they,
it's high for
they got an
the Cowboys.
8.7% chance. There you go. Which, you know what that is compared to Washington? 8.7 to 7.6. So
Fuck
there
you.
you go. There you go. A little bit higher, 1% better chance to make the Super Bowl. Which I just want to remind people how crazy 1% chance is when they gave the greatest show on turf a 0.66% chance to win the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, we're not. This is a yeah. This isn't reality of odds that we're
Fuck no.
making here,
Hell
and
no.
this is all going to be relative.
Oh yeah.
So this is more for a relative scale. of
Yeah,
percentages.
yeah. It's like the
Like,
lower the
do the
percentage,
Cowboys have a better shot than the
the
fucking
Commanders
the Bears? Yeah.
or the Bears. I don't know. After this postseason run, shit, who knows how good the Bears are going to be next season? Um, but I guess with that being said, we will hold off on Philly, even though the less stuff we have to talk about will probably throw in two teams who are road to a Super Bowl, just depending on how much there is to talk about throughout the
Yeah.
week. Especially once the football season's over and we're going from Saturday to Tuesday, that little intermission, probably do two teams per division. Um, but yeah, I guess with that being said, we talked about the divisional round. Josh Allen crying.